Before we dive in, please remember to subscribe and hit that like button. Have you ever wondered if the villains are simply misunderstood heroes in disguise? It's a thought that's been surprisingly relevant lately, especially after watching a new Christmas movie I stumbled upon on Netflix. And while it's a festive rom-com, it's a very specific moment that stuck with me long after the credits rolled. It's not the plot or the leads, but a truly unexpected take on a classic action film. The movie features a scene where characters discuss their Christmas plans. One character casually mentions watching with his family, but with a twist. In Germany, Hans Gruber isn't seen as the villain, but as a sort of Robin Hood figure. According to this perspective, Gruber wasn't a criminal, but a man fighting against greedy corporations. He was stealing from those who had plenty, and Nakatomi Corporation was putting its employees at risk for pocket change. It's a bold claim, to say the least. When asked about what Gruber would do with the stolen money, the character suggests he might open schools. It's an admirable goal, even if the execution involved blowing up a skyscraper. It's a fun thought experiment. Then comes the real kicker. When John McClane is mentioned, he's dismissed as a trigger-happy cowboy who caused all the chaos. Apparently, Hans Gruber was simply a gentleman thief, wronged by the system. It's a completely flipped perspective. The character even acknowledges the Nakatomi Plaza explosion, but shrugs it off with a casual "nobody's perfect." It's a hilariously nonchalant dismissal of a major act of destruction. This is a wild take. Always sparks debate about whether it's a Christmas movie, but adds another layer to the conversation. It's funny to imagine a world where Hans Gruber is the hero and McClane is the villain. It reminds me of those theories about Johnny Lawrence but this is even more outlandish. You have to admit, it's a creative way to look at a classic film. And is one of the many new Christmas movies available on Netflix this year. While the reference is what's captured my attention, the entire movie is worth a watch. So is Hans Gruber of misunderstood hero, probably thought to pretty much possible, probably. But it's fun to consider, and certainly gives you something to think about. It's a bit like asking if the Grinch just needed a hug. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.